Hey guys, all right.
Hello.
Wow. You got
We've got
your chookity mic stand there. I love it.
No,
All
it's the first
right.
thing I had to get from San
I love it.
I love mooncakes so much.
Mooncake is the greatest, man. It's funny. I've seen photos of these, but I haven't. This is the first one I've actually laid eyes on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a whole wall of it right
Yeah.
now.
Well, I can't go to the convention center. Well, one from the minute I get here, which was midnight on Thursday, they just run you around.
Oh, yeah.
Like Final Space, Spyro the Dragon, SpongeBob. My band's playing tomorrow with Bootsy Collins and at the library.
Have you slept yet?
Huh?
Have you slept yet?
I actually, finally after 20-something years of doing this, I actually went to bed last night before 3 a.m.
No.
And I'm still just as tired as if I stayed up till 3 a.m. So I should have just stayed up till 3 a.m. and had fun. I don't feel any better. It's not like, oh boy, now I'm like ready to roll. But it's, I'm always like burning the candle. This is as close as I come to like a triathlon.
It's a marathon.
It's
a marathon.
Yes, right?
It's a sprint.
And you just
Don't
go-
burn out on Thursday night.
Yeah. You're like, I got to ride my bicycle across France.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't want to leave in the locker room. You gotta pace yourself.
Do you do when I do stuff like this, I take the emergency packets, like the vitamin C packets, and I put them in water. I live off those on weekends like this.
Yes.
They help so
My
much.
assistant always fills my briefcase full of those.
Yes. Do you
I've got a
take them?
bunch. I do.
Good. Good man.
And when I'm worried, another thing that I'm not trying not to do because I'm singing on Saturday with Bootsy is I'm trying not to go to loud parties where you have to scream over thumping music for 3 hours.
Oh, 'cause that'll. Yeah.
So I think I'm finally getting the hang of this Comic-Con thing after a quarter freaking century of coming to this thing. For real, that's how long I've been coming.
Well-
I was coming as a nerd, my nerd capacity,
Yeah.
before I was ever
On the
a
other
voiceover
side.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. Thank you for sitting down
Thank
with
you.
us.
Actually, I've been coming for longer than 25 years, I think.
What was your first Comic-Con? What year?
Probably early 90s, maybe 90,
Yeah.
91.
I mean, I was a youngin'. My first Comic-Con was 2006.
Was what?
2006.
Wow.
I was
All
baby.
Yeah, you were a little kid. Yeah. Yeah, it's a different experience, like doing it as a.
On the professional end.
It's gotten
and
so
on the-
huge. I don't know that it would be fun for me as a fan anymore.
It's definitely a different kind of marathon.
Well,
You know what I mean?
when
Like,
I
people
first
are
went
sleeping
in,
outside to get into a panel.
when I first went in
It doesn't
2006,
seem very fan friendly.
you could still walk up and buy tickets for that day. Like Saturday would be sold out, but any of the other, you could still walk up back in
Yeah,
2006.
what a change, you know.
My goodness.
And it's like, yeah, I still love doing it, but I have so much respect for the fans that just do what you got to do to get into the stuff you like. You know?
Yeah.
And I think one way around that for me has always been to try to like stuff that not a whole lot of other people like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like you ain't gonna get into the Marvel Avengers movie panel.
Nope.
So find that weird show on YouTube that people haven't discovered yet and go to that panel.
And be the first stand there.
Be the first man, plant the flag, like in your spacesuit with the American flag, just like
I liked them first.
I was there first. Exactly. And yeah, it's like Final Space is starting to get beyond that because they were early adapters, and now I think it's starting to. I think Mooncake's helping.
Oh, mooncakes is amazing. I love mooncakes. So
Mooncake's helping.
Well,
congratulations on season 2.
Congratulations on season 2.
Thank you. You never know if stuff's gonna get picked up, you know. So
Yes.
it's kind of like. It's like that old video game Frogger. Remember, you're trying to cross the road, and then like, are we gonna get flattened by a car, or are we actually gonna get to cross the road to season 2?
Or I was gonna
And then-
say, at least they didn't firefly you.
They did not.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
I was thinking that because I saw Nathan Fillion on a building, like with a cop badge on. I'm like, okay, he did all right. You know what I mean?
You're doing good, boo.
He's okay. He's okay. But yeah, because I feel like with Final Space, there's, it's still even. I won't say finding its way, but it's a weird show, with weird rhythms.
There's so much.
It takes a long time, and it's ironic that in that same room this morning, we're going to be doing the final space panel. I did my final Adventure Time panel this morning, because that's over.
Yeah.
And, like,
Surreal.
I think to me, like,
It's kind of bittersweet.
they're kind of the Final Space is the most like Adventure Time of any other show I've done, in that it has melancholy and sadness in it as part of the DNA.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like Adventure Time is really funny, and a lot, you know, the
There's
Ice
such
King
a
kind of a clown, you know.
melancholy undertone.
But there's
there.
also sadness. I mean, there's episodes that make you cry, you know, and then there's episodes that are just stupid, you know, make you laugh. And it connected with fans in a way that, like, there were so many tears at the Adventure Time panel today from, like, people coming up and going, "You helped me. I felt like when I was a little kid." 'Cause the show we've been doing it 11 years.
Oh, yeah.
They go, you know, ooh, you know, I was kind of an outcast as a kid, and ooh was a place that I felt like if I could just go there, maybe I'd fit in. You're just like, you know, and I think Final Space has the potential to connect with people on that
To connect with people.
kind of emotional level, because it's got sadness. You know, Gary's a total goofball, but it really is a lot about friendship and loss and what happens after.
How does it feel being a part of a show that connects so deeply on such a level? I mean, you've actually been a part of so many shows
I have.
that have connected with fans.
man,
from
really lucky.
SpongeBob, which is obviously, you know,
Yeah.
you know, SpongeBob gets so silly, but that is so ingrained in society
Yeah.
now. It's a part of so many
Yeah,
people.
it's really
Adventure
lucky.
Time.
And
This is part of some people's DNA.
it totally is.
How
It's
does
part of my
it
DNA.
feel? How does that feel being the building blocks for some
You
people
know,
like
it's
that?
great, and it's really everything comes down to characters, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, SpongeBob and Patrick, and how they relate to each other and their friendship, and then, you know, the other people in Bikini Bottom, like how they interact with. Like that's what kind of makes the show. It's like any show, right? Whether it's Cheers,
Yeah.
you know, whether it's Cheers or Friends or,
Yeah.
or whatever, or SpongeBob or Final Space or The Simpsons, or, you know, another show that I thought shared maybe some emotional DNA with this was Futurama.
Yeah.
Because there were really sad episodes of Futurama that would hit you in your heart, where you go, wow, you know what I mean?
To this day, the dog episode.
The dog
to
episode.
this
The
day.
dog of Futurama, and people are like,
We all know that episode.
Yes. And like anytime Yancey, you know, I was the brother, you know?
Yeah.
So anytime that you go back and look in on his family, like
Yeah.
revisit his 70s family, those are always real heart episodes, you know?
Heart-wrenching.
And but they weren't bullshit. Like they were actually like good writing, and it wasn't, you didn't feel somebody trying to play your piano, you know? Like I hate stuff where they're just clubbing you into
On
an emotional
purpose,
reaction
yeah.
with, you know, with music, and, you know, just when you
like-
feel yourself being manipulated.
Yes.
You're like, I just want to go along for the
and that's
ride.
not what
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go there. I'll go there with you. Just buy me dinner first.
So do you feel like
I'll
Final
put out for you. Just buy me, but you gotta earn
Put
it.
in the work first,
Yeah,
jeez.
you gotta earn it. Come on. This is not a booty call,
Do
okay?
you think-
It's like yeah, you gotta work for Tom Kenny, honey. And it's like, because I hate things when they're like that. Like so many movies are just,
They don't earn it.
they're just such broad strokes, and it's like, take a little time.
Yeah.
And I felt like Final Space, like Adventure Time and like Futurama, is still developing in its first season. Like, it's what's it gonna be? And to me, that really comes down to creators. You know what I mean? Pendleton Ward didn't 100% know where Adventure Time was going when he sold it. You know what I mean? And Olin, I think, is kind of similar. Like, you know, he just made this. He's a smart guy, talented guy that made this thing, but he had other stuff going on. You know, he's in Nashville. He's got this store. You know, and then he puts it on YouTube. He gets a zillion eyeballs, and a bidding war starts. You know, Conan O'Brien's company wins it.
What a great start! Like, what a great
Freaking great.
foundation.
You know, because you know what's good about that story is that, you know, it shows that if you build it, they will come. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's kind of inspirational to don't just think about making something or writing something or drawing something. Why not do it? You know
The
what
biggest
I mean?
hurdle
Why
is
not?
actually finishing it.
Absolutely.
Because most
We're
people don't.
myself included.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm good at being a cog in a machine, but I'm not good at creating the machine. But I'm really good at my little wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Like I'm really good at my little thing. I'm the fry cook. You know,
You're more than just really good.
I'm
Okay.
a really good fry cook. I'm a master plumber. I'm a master plumber, but I'm not Leonardo da Vinci, you know. And the people, the Olin Rogers of the world, and the Pendleton Wars, and the Matt Groenings, like, I'm just glad those guys hired me to work on their shows, you know, because it's funny. Like, I've tried to enter that world, or been invited to enter that world, you know, where people go, oh, you know, you're funny, or hey, anything you want to develop, you know, bring it into us, you know. And I'm like, wow, I guess that's what you're supposed to want. I'm not really feeling it. But so there's been a time or two where I've gotten things going. Even one thing that got to the pilot stage where Warner Brothers got filmed, got shot, got made, they didn't pick it up. And I was like, that took 3 freaking years out of my life, and it didn't get picked up. It's too hurtful, man. I can't take it. I'd rather just be the boy. It's like I'd rather just be the session musician.
Be the fry cook.
I just want to be the fry cook, or like session. You know who the Wrecking Crew are? They're like the Wrecking Crew are like these musicians in the '60s.
Oh yeah.
That played on everything.
Yeah.
Like rock and roll records, Sinatra records, stuff your parents liked, commercial jingles, Flintstones.
Yeah.
You know, we had Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. It's all the Monkeys. You know, it's all the same. It's all the same guys. You know, it was like 8 guys that made everything that I didn't realize that it was the same 8 guys making all this music and everything that I heard as a kid.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that was all the same guitar player, Tommy Tedesco. Who freaking knew? That was a secret, you know, nobody's supposed to know. And I feel like I'm more like those guys. Like a session musician that shows up with your guitar and goes, all right, guys, what are we going to do?
It's like what you need.
What are we playing today? What you need?
Yeah,
What you need?
need.
And I love being the what you need guy.
Yeah.
But I don't have the intestinal fortitude to put up with all the rejection and meetings and notes and, you know, waiting for the pickup and then you either get it or you don't. I mean, people that can hang in for the development process are so much stronger than me. Like, luckily I know people that have that kind of mettle.
Yeah.
Because I sure figured it out.
One last question, because we totally rambled and they're going to cut us off real quick with just one question. Your character on Final Space, state what they are and state what you love about playing them.
Cool. My character on Final Space is H.U.E. He is the AI of the ship. Part of his arc, which kind of continues into season 2 and goes forward in a really interesting way, is that he seems like he's kind of a disengaged, kind of HAL 9000, 2001 kind of just a voice, but he's a little more complex than that. He's got a parental, almost warm relationship towards Gary, and he also is about due to experience and evolution of sorts himself. So that's what we can say about him. That might be all I'm allowed to say about him.
This was wonderful. Thank you.
Chickadee.
Such.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for talking to me. All right, what a pleasure. Nice to see you guys. Nice. This is the most fun one of all.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
guys are the most
God.
fun.
Thank you
That's
so
why
much.
I couldn't leave. These- Hey, Tom Kenny, voice of a whole bunch of animated stuff. If you're going to watch one thing, JeanBookNerd, baby. It's books and your computer all wrapped up into one.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.